Well, let's not even waste any time. We've been waiting 75 years for this movie to come on out, so let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer. So they finally decide to make, and even more finally decided to release, the new Top Gun Maverick movie. Now, I'm not going to rag this movie straight out because I actually want to give it a chance because I find it interesting as it falls underneath that formula of we make a movie back a while ago, good number of years ago, and we turn around and after such an extensive time, decide to make a sequel. Now, we've seen this done before, and yeah, sometimes it's worked. Great movie, comes out, you wait a while, make a sequel, and boom, you captured that same fire. And then there are the times when it doesn't quite work out and just falls flat. So that's why I've been somewhat hesitant of really getting hyped up about this movie, because Top Gun, it's up there with my favorites, man. It's definitely up there. This movie as a kid made me want to join the Navy, made me want to join the Air Force, made me want to get my butt into the seat of a fighter jet and get up there and grace the skies. So I'm not going to sting this one too hard, because we don't know. It might be good. But let's take a look at this trailer. Have some thoughts. Come on this journey with me. We get the ball rolling with a nice shot of an airplane coming out of the distance through the desert, and another shot rolling around a mountain. All right, get those aerial shots in. Let's see the planes we're working with. And we cut to, a truck someone's pulled up, and some guy getting out of his truck. Wonder who this guy is. Oh dear God, it's Baby Goose. You know how you can tell it's Baby Goose? Well, fucking look at him. Cut to character I've come to know as Hangman, spouts out the words, and here I thought we were special. Okay. Well, we're still hanging in there. Let's carry on. Seems he's talking to our female character here, who's known as Trace, and she responds by introducing the fellas to him as this here is Bagman. And he corrects her and says, Hangman, and she says, whatever. This is Trace. Trace is a bitch. Don't be like Trace. Next shot cuts to this guy who asks, what the hell kind of mission is this? Well, of course, top secret, whatever. Cut to our good old boy Maverick. How do we know it's Maverick? Well, they bob his head in the cabin and you see the back of his helmet. Cut back to our fresh young cadets. They're enjoying a nice game of pool. Looks like a little R&R time. And as it carries on this shot, we hear Trace say, everyone here's the best there is. Who the hell are they going to get to teach us? Who the hell are they going to get to teach you? I don't know, Trace. Probably somebody that's better than all of you. You all look like you're under 25, ready to have your diapers changed. I would imagine they're going to get somebody in a senior position. What I'm getting at here is that far in, we're in fear for the writing of this movie, and that's never a good thing. That is not going to be a good thing as we go with these movies. As we said before, they go longer into the years without a sequel, and you finally get one. It's like we gotta go bigger and better, and they tend to skip on the writing a little bit, getting at a little bit already right here. But cut to who the hell they're gonna get to teach you all is our good old boy Pete Mitchell, aka Maverick, and he's of course uncovering the probably the contract clause that started from the first Top Gun movie. He has to ride a bike, but he's back on his old school ninja that we remember from the first movies. Nostalgia. We go to our boy Maverick walking into U.S. Pacific Fleet Command, and he's greeted by another officer who is apparently his superior because he lets him know you are here at the request of Admiral Kaczynski, aka Iceman. Why would you say that? He knows exactly who the hell Iceman is. Honestly, really? Alright. Another point for the writing. Interrupt this dialogue with a shot of Mav on a lift, Guess he's head up to the flight deck, and meanwhile the voiceover continues. He seems to think you still have something to offer the Navy. What that is, I can't imagine. I don't know, check his fucking record. Shot of a hand, powering up a jet, thrusters kick in, nice roll, and we cut to Mav, pulling a good old roll, and seems like he's having a good time. And this is one thing I do like about this trailer. It has a little faith. The intensity in his eyes, I don't know, something stands out about it. It's not a shot that seems familiar from the old Top Gun movie, well, the first Top Gun movie, but I don't know, it seems like there's something there in his eyes. We cut back to Mav talking to said guy and says, with all due respect, sir, I'm not a teacher. I just want to manage expectations. Whatever that means. Shot cut to another side view of a plane, peeping out two other planes, and it's like, let me go up there for a little bit. These two pilots are just minding their own business when some asshole splits them right up the middle. What the fuck was that? Oh, startles this guy, and this guy's taking on off, does a nice little roll again, and it's the voice of our Maverick saying, "Good morning, aviators, this is your captain speaking." What a reckless fucking ass move to do. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Dear God, what a reckless fucking thing to do, okay? I understand you're trying to introduce yourself to your students in some kind of cool, crazy way, full of adrenaline and everything, but you're playing with life and death with multi-million-dollar aircrafts, okay? That's pretty fucking reckless, dude. Look here, if I know something, I know fucking military aviation, alright? I've personally flown 194 missions, and hell, I was shot down in every one. Come to think about it, I've never landed a plane in my life. But that's aside of the point. This shit is absolutely unacceptable. I would never do anything like that. And you know what? And just for this asshole, just for this trailer, we're gonna do a reckless counter for our boy Pete Maverick. That's one. And giving the appropriate looks that should come after something like that, after just witnessing it, I guess. I'm sure these guys didn't witness, but we fucking did. We get a voiceover of, "And we're off." And off we are as we move to intense shot of Mav in the cockpit. Just that intensity in his eyes. Probably my favorite interesting thing about this trailer so far. That intensity in his eyes, like he has to prove himself all over again. Cut to one of his students. Payback. Can't wait to see this guy in action. A shot of Little Goose. Can't wait to see this guy in action. And good old Trace. We don't like Trace, but she's throwing up the deuces. Seems pretty appropriate, because that's kind of the thing to do, because you don't know if you're coming back usually when you're flying with old Pete Maverick. Pete gives his look for good to go, and intense takeoff off of the carrier. I wish I could show this in motion, but I haven't quite figured this out yet. And he's off, and the rest of our pilots are off. And cut to probably the most Jerry Bruckheimer shot I've seen in a while. Sunrise, sunset, unclear, but we get some soldiers doing some workouts on the tarmac, and I mean, this scene just oozes Jerry Bruckheimer. It's actually kind of beautiful in a way. And it's immediately interrupted by the good old hangman with a snarky remark. "We're going into combat on a level no living pilot's ever seen. Not even him," as he snarls at our boy Maverick. First one to die, maybe? Meanwhile, while this voiceover's going on, we get a shot of two of our pilots. One in front pulls a maneuver that drops him back. Just tapped on the brakes a little bit. Drops him back behind the pilot behind him as he shoots flares into the air. Typical move, I guess, for a missile evade. Seems to work. Oh, it did. But one thing you noticed in a 2020 trailer is this same shot right here. The 2020 trailer, flares are not there. Reshoots. This movie did get a lot of reshoots. Another worrying factor. Nice shot of our aviators walking out to their planes, and it's Little Goose again. He's so cute. And then we get Maverick saying, "You think up there, you're dead. Believe me." Now, that's a reckless thing to say. Thinking's kind of a big thing in high-speed aviation, but sure. And it seems as if he's talking to Little Goose, who responds in turn with, "My dad believed in you. I'm not gonna make the same mistake." Wow. All while this is going on, we get a shot of our squadron flying underneath a bridge with Maverick in a lead. Maybe this was necessary. Maybe they're staying underneath radar. Not sure. But I'm gonna count this shit anyway. And nostalgia. Photos of our boy Goose. May he rest in peace. Cut to our squad flying in formation, and we get the shot from inside the cockpit of Mav with his squad behind him, his students behind him. And, this is something we didn't get from the first Top Gun movie. He has responsibilities behind him. The first movie, it's just him and his wingman. Don't leave your wingman. Now he is responsible for more people. But the moment is somehow ruined as we cut to him saying someone's not coming back from this. Come on, man. Have a little faith. Stop expecting doom. I mean, I understand it's a rational thought to have, but come on, have a little bit of faith. More shots of the planes in the mountain. Rooster, aka Little Goose, pulling some maneuvers. And this wouldn't be complete without the beach. And shirtless fun. Except for our ladies, of course. And then we get the voiceover of possible love interest, Jennifer Connelly. Sure, why not? We haven't seen her in a while. Saying, "Those are your pilots. Anything happens to them, you'll never forgive yourself." No shit, bitch. But all the while, we get a shot of this missile system firing upon our squadron, and looks like these guys are bugging out and trying to evade, and looks like we're gonna lose somebody. I mean, wouldn't it be an appropriate move if we didn't? Shit, we did. Jennifer Connelly looks on the best way she can not act as she can, and Mav stands over the coffin of a fallen pilot. Hopefully it was Hangman. But the wings on the coffin, he has his emotional moment and smashes the wings on top of the coffin. Maybe he feels responsible, but hey, man, you might cut your hand. Gonna make it a little hard to grip that joystick if your hand's bandaged up. We get a plane flying out of control by Rooster, or maybe it's pulling a move. Oh, look, Rooster again, aka Little Goose. Looks like he's playing the piano. Nostalgia. What's this guy in the glasses doing? Everybody seems to be singing along, and he's like, I don't know, is he looking for a tune? And we get Officer Black and White. I'm not sure if these guys are officers or not, but looking at the credits, they're pilots. Former pilots, older pilots. But they say, no turning back now. Yeah, I guess not. Another side view camera shot of, I guess these are missiles? Bombs? Not sure. There's no propulsion coming off of them, so not quite sure what they are, but they're headed for a shoreline. The intensity of Maverick in the cockpit screaming, "Come on!" And then Little Goose is looking at something. He responds to something. He jumps up to something. I don't know. I think this one connects back to Hangman scolding Mav in the classroom, where he said, not even he has seen, or, a living pilot has seen the situation they're going into. And I would imagine Little Goose took that offensively as thinking his dad has seen that situation. Yes, it would not be complete without Mav on a bike again with Lady. Is she the love interest? Maybe. We'll find out. Oh, and something interesting too. This is not the same bike. Upgrades. Shot of not sure who this is exactly. Can't tell by the helmet too well, but got a plane coming in at them, and of course this sumbitch splits two more planes again. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Are you kidding me? How did you... Okay, you got away with this once. Twice? And a remark from Mav simply saying, "Having fun yet?" No, I'm not having fun. You're trying to fucking kill us. Plane takes a sharp climb, only assuming it's him. Pulls up, does a roll, and we get that intensity in his eyes again. This seems to be the only thing I'm liking in this trailer. You know, I'm willing to give this movie a chance. I'm not writing it off 100% yet, but it looks like they're going to explore some new thoughts, new concepts. There's another trailer we saw that shows Mav in looks like a high altitude suit. And he apparently is flying this new style of plane where he proceeds to do a flyover over a person, well, actually two people, like he did on a Admiral's daughter. But this movie's gonna offer some things that hopefully will be worth watching and worth a damn. But so far, just based off the dialogue on the trailer myself, I don't like a lot of the writing in this shit. Hopefully the action in this movie will help relive and recapture some of that good essence we got out of the first movie. You know, if this sequel is gonna do its damn thing, it better step up and do the damn thing. You got some pretty big shoes to fill. Now, I'm not saying the writing in the first movie was superb and awesome, but where it lacked in writing, it made up in action, it made up in story, it made up in wanting you to actually root for this character because he had his inner struggles, he had his inner demons, he had his failure. Let's see what they do here. I'm willing to give it a chance. Are you willing to give it a chance? Comment in the comments. But let's take this ride together and see if this movie is gonna fly high or just crash and burn. Pete gives a signal that he's ready to go. Intense takeoff off the helicarrier.